The problem with all this, of course, is that it's serious. We do really need to go home. And the reason people aren't paying attention to it, or one of the reasons people aren't paying attention to this advice, is they don't believe a bloody word the government tell them. Or the media. Can you blame them? Can you blame these people who are saying, no, it's all bollocks? Can you blame them? Just look at the last few years, the last 2 or 3 years, since I've been doing this on my channel. Look at how the media and the government have been lying to you over and over and over again about Syria, about what happened in Duma that led to the trilateral bombing of a sovereign country. Look at how they lied about that. I have documented it on this channel. Go and look. Go and type in Duma. Go and look at the white helmets. Look how they fabricate things with the white helmets. Look how they almost create their own narrative with the, Bellingcat and all these other people. Look at what they've done with that. People can see it. People know that that's bullshit. That was only a couple of years ago and they've been carrying on with it non-stop. Who here, listening to me, believes the government and what they've told everybody about the Skripal poisonings? Hands up. Anybody in the chat? Anyone? No? That's because you all think that they lied to you about the Skripals, and you know why? They fucking did. They've been keeping you in the dark and feeding you bullshit like a mushroom. That's just a couple of stories. I mean, I don't even have to tell you about how much they've lied over the last decade about Julian Assange. Do I? Do I still need to tell you how they've lied about that? Just go and look at any number of videos I've done on that. Look at how, let's go back a little bit further. I mean, there's other instances. Look at how they presented. I'll come to that in a second. Look at how they lied about austerity. Look at how they lied about how they said that that was a necessary thing. And then look at what they're doing now. Paying people's wages. People. Giving the people money and not the bankers. Not the people asking for bailout. They could have done that 10 years ago, but they didn't. They lied about it. They lied about the fact that you paid for the bankers and the rich bastards. You paid for all their mistakes. They made a fortune out of it, got a load of bonuses after, and have tripled their wealth since in these last 10 years. While you're barely scraping by. They lied to you constantly about it, about austerity. And according to one study, it's led to over 120,000 deaths. That was a couple of years ago, so it will be higher now. Look at how they lied to you. Look at how they lie to you about, lies of omission. Okay? Just lies of omission. Look at how the media and the government never, ever, ever, ever mentioned the petrodollar. Ever. Look at how they never mention the fact that the dollar and its value, it's predicated on the amount of dollars actually in circulation, and they've got this deal with Saudi Arabia. And that's the result of all the wars around the world. Look at Libya, Syria, Iraq, Venezuela, all countries that wanted to come off the petrodollar and have their oil sold in another currency. Libya with Gaddafi. Look at how they lied to you about Gaddafi. Is it any wonder people don't believe their bullshit now? You can't blame them. Look at how they lied to people last year and the year before and the year before that, constantly trying to make out that the most anti-racist person in Parliament is somehow a racist who hates the Jews. The fuck? They lied constantly. Every fucking channel, every outlet, constantly, for years about it. Look at how they lied and smeared Chris Williamson. Look at how the one decent fucking politician who had the balls to stand up for what was right and what was true last year, look at how they treated him. Look at how he was cast aside. Look at how he was demonised in the media and fucking lied about. Look at how disgusting it was. Is it any wonder nobody believes them now? It's the boy who cried wolf. Look at the lies of omission when it comes to Israel and Palestine. Look at those lies. Look at the lies of omission with regards to the Chagos Islands. They're never really telling everybody, really what that's all about. I could go on and on. If you go a bit further back, look at the lies they told about this. The only reason we know about these lies now, and we know about these lies more now than we did when I was growing up in my 20s, is because of the internet. Can you imagine if 9/11 happened now? And they reported that Tower 7 fell half an hour before it did now? That would spread like wildfire on the internet. It was still in its infancy back then. They knew the terrorists had come into the country, the CIA did, and they didn't tell the FBI. They knew no terrorists had come onto soil, and then they report that a building falls down half an hour before it did, or 20 minutes before it did. They cut the girl off mid-report, and then they say, oh, it was confusion of the day, and the BBC now say, oh, well, it was confusion. I understand we cut her off, but, it was confusion, and you'll never guess what. We've lost the tapes. I know it seems bad, but we've lost the tapes. This is actually, I'm reporting to you the actual way that they say that went down with Tower 7. This is how, that's the official line. Is it any wonder the average person walking up and down the street right now, out in the open, that you're about to lock up and stick behind bars with no fucking judicial review and treat like a mental patient? Is it any wonder that he doesn't believe your bullshit now? Is it any fucking wonder at all? And now you're going to lock that person up and fucking do God knows what with him? This is the boy who cried wolf. Don't demonize these people who are out. Just say to them, I understand it's all bullshit, but this one's not. We really need you to go home. Otherwise, you're putting us all at risk. To the people out there who are questioning this narrative, question away. Please do. Because they've lied about so fucking much in the past. Who knows what they're lying about right now? Because I guarantee you, they are trying to take advantage of this the best fucking way they can. They're about to take your rights away. I've just explained to you why that's fucking unfair. Go and make a noise. But do it from the safety of your own home. Start writing letters. Be calm. Be calmer than me. Get too emotional about this shit. But I can see them doing it. It's like a bad play. Is it any wonder nobody believes your bullshit when you've been lying to them constantly all of my fucking life and all of theirs too? Is that too hard for you to fucking come out and just say, I understand? Is it too hard for you to come out and say, I understand there's been a lot of bullshit in the past? Do something to appease these people rather than just demonize them and then lock them up like some fucking mental health patient, because that is what you're planning to do.